And welcome to Playbook Radio. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. You may do so on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. All the links to the podcast can be found at gameplanplaybook.com. That's gameplanplaybook.com. So today what I wanted to talk to you about is I made some observations watching the AFC and NFC Championship games, and I thought it would be interesting to discuss some of the things that I saw. The highlights are available on YouTube pretty much everywhere. So if you wanted to watch the highlights and put video to the observations, that's perfectly okay. And this one will be about the AFC. The NFC will be tomorrow. So after watching both of them and both of those games and deciding to break those down, I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I saw. For those that don't normally watch sports or watch football, the Baltimore Ravens were the favorite team in the AFC Championship game, as they had the best record during the regular season. However, they were playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who are the defending world champions and considered to be a dynasty in the sport. And despite having a better record during the regular season, some people were picking the Chiefs to win the game due to their more extensive playoff experience. In rewatching some of the highlights, I found it interesting that there was a difference in body language between the Ravens and the Chiefs as a team. The Chiefs, to me, were playing with more swagger and confidence. And even before the game, Travis Kelce, one of the more well-known players on the team and in the league, was moving the practice tee and eventually tossed it out of the way of the Baltimore kicker, Justin Tucker. Now, this is considered poor sportsmanship, but it's interesting because it shows a difference in mentality. Kelce and the Chiefs seem to have an attitude that they owned the field, even though they were playing in Baltimore, while the Ravens didn't stand up for their kicker and appeared to be less confident. When it comes to professional teams, the difference in talent is often minuscule. So mindset is where a difference is often made. And this carries over into life, where many talented and educated people are considered failures by some of the more well-known metrics, such as income and career advancement, because they lack a clear mindset about who they are and what they want to accomplish. So in watching the game, I noticed some subtle differences in mindset and execution that made a difference. For example, on the first touchdown against the Ravens, Patrick Mahomes, who's widely considered to be the best quarterback on the planet, drew a pass that wasn't easy to catch or easy to execute, but he was decisive and knew exactly where he wanted the ball to go. Similarly, on another play, Isaiah Pacheco, who was a 7th-round pick, ran with a sense of urgency and decisiveness, showing confidence and swagger. In contrast, the Ravens seemed to lack confidence throughout the game, despite having a strong regular season and a great player in Lamar Jackson, who himself made a great play to score a touchdown. The Ravens eventually scored again, but so much time had passed that they needed to stop the Chiefs one more time, and unfortunately, they weren't able to do so. In between those two events, the Ravens made a number of mental errors, and you could see the pressure was starting to build on them because they were at home, they were the favorite team, and they didn't have as much playoff experience as the Kansas City Chiefs did. So a lot of people might say, well, who cares? It's just a game. But I think the takeaway is that mindset is crucial. The Chiefs have an expectation to win Super Bowls and championships. They're not just satisfied making it to the AFC Championship game. Their only goal is to win championships. And even though Lamar Jackson said that he wanted to win the Super Bowl, I didn't really see him be clear about and be definitive about winning a Super Bowl. He needs to make a definitive decision, a definitive statement that the goal is to win a Super Bowl, because your goals drive your activity and it drives your mindset as well. When you think from a more definitive place, your mindset is different and you're more likely to succeed. Think about it if you were in school. You might have a goal to just pass the class, and you may very well do that. You may very well just pass. But what if your goal was to be the top of the class, to be the highest grade in the class? What if your goal was to be a valedictorian or be in the top 1% of your graduating class? Wouldn't that drive your mindset differently? Wouldn't that inform your decisions differently? Wouldn't you execute different? Wouldn't you plan different? Of course you would. The difference between winners and losers is that winners have a definitive mindset while losers often just talk about what they want to do. Mentality, mindset, confidence, it's everything. So thank you so much for listening. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you soon.